おはようございます。The Outer Worlds 38回目です。前回はですね、フィニアスルートでメインクエストをクリアしたわけなんですけれども、今回は、評議会ルートをやってみようと思います。それでね、ホープを、ワープさせる直前で以前セーブしましたので、そのデータをロードして、それでホープを、このテラ2ではなく、タルタロスにワープして、評議会側ソフィア・アカンデに、味方しようと思います。はい。というわけでね、ここからやりますけれども、前回じゃないや、以前、これ動画にしたときは、その時のコンパニオンは、パールバティとフェリックスだったんですけれども、ここではね、サムとマックス牧師になってます。はい。コンパニオンが違うだけで、ここまでの進捗状況に、変化は、ないです。はい。これまで通りです。それでは行きましょうか。通信。エイダにつなぐ。
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
もうこれ行きますよ。
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
はい。そしたら、テラ2じゃなくて、タルタロスにワープさせましょう。
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to Tartarus.
評議会がもうこれだけ尊敬の眼差しになったね。50% ぐらいだったんだけれども、今のでかなり上がったということですね。やってちょうだい。
Well, it's been a good life.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are a go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something, now. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Tartarus's orbit. The board has initiated contact. I believe they're eager to speak with you once you've returned to the ship.
We're alive! We made it! I, never had any doubts.
さあ、それでは、アンリライブに戻ります。いや、すっごいなんか怪しげな赤い惑星だったな。はい。で、またどうせここで尋問されるんで。
Error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself. Error. This unit is not experiencing errors. Error. This unit is functioning correctly. There is no need for the intervention of mechanical engineers. Thank you for your cooperation.
よし、それで、これまたいちいち戻るのめんどくさいな。あっちじゃなくてこっちか。これは取ってるんだよね。で、こう来て、こう来て、で、こう来て、で、こう。実はね、撮影会で、このホープの中もね、まあいろいろ探索はしたんですよ。まあ、特に見るべきものはなかったんですけど、一応、ターミナルに残された記録を読んだりとかね、したんですけどね。ただどうしてもなんだろうな、ホログラフィックマウント、あれの制約があるんでね、まあ、じっくり探索するっていう気にはならないですね。その辺がちょっとね、あんまり、ちょっと自分の好みじゃないですね。もっといろいろ隅々まで見て回りたいんだけれども、まあ別に、ホログラフィックマウントも一回エリアの外に出ればリセットされるんで、まあいいんですけど、なんとなくね、気持ち的に。よし。ああ、そっか。ファストトラベルすればよかったな。まあいいや。はい。こっちにして。
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
はいはい。
Captain, you have an incoming transmission from Tartarus.
Attention, Captain of the Unreliable. This is Chairman Rockwell. I'm on Tartarus and, we need your help. That crackpot scientist has caused a riot among the prisoners and unpaid laborers. It's a law-damned bloodbath down here. As if that weren't enough, he's gone and taken Sophia hostage. I'm not gonna mince words. The situation is dire. I need your help.
"障害雇用プログラムには彼女が必要。まあ多分どれ選んでも一緒だと思うけどね。
I don't know. They're in the pits somewhere. It's a... Well, you'll see for yourself when you get here. He lost his mind years ago. Do you have any idea how many Hope colonists he's killed for the sake of his science experiments? Among other things, we can't run this place without her, Captain.
お前議長だろうと思うんだけども、どうも彼よりもソフィアの方が偉いみたいだよね。
Make haste, Captain. We're losing men by the... Oh, fuck. Fuck! They're at the door! I need to hide. Hurry!
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Should have known Wells wouldn't go meekly to his doom. We've assisted the board's efforts to enforce order on Halcyon this far. Shall we finish what we started?
I'm not convinced this isn't a trap. We ought to keep an eye on each other in there.
Captain, your service to the board has been invaluable. If you wish to claim your rightful place in Byzantium, you must help them crush the riots in the labyrinth.
You can't be serious, Captain. Facing certain death on a fool's crusade is reward enough.
Whatever may await you, it's best not to dock at the prison until you're sure you've settled your affairs and closed out any unfinished business.
Are you kidding? You get invited to the most interesting parties. I'm in.
I'm with you to the end.
I ain't abandoning my crew, Captain.
In my experience, you can try to run, but the past always catches up in the end. I'm committed to seeing this through.
Reminder, this unit is no longer under warranty.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
はい。ということで、フィニアスが、ちょっとこれ見てみましょうか。ホープの管理をしている頃、ソフィア・アカンデはフィニアス・ウェルズを捕獲するために部隊を派遣した。捕獲は成功し、彼はタルタロスという刑務所の惑星に輸送された。そうすることで、ソフィアが直接彼に尋問できるからだ。だが、残念ながら到着直後にフィニアスが逃走し、それが刑務所の暴動に発展。フィニアスはソフィアを人質に取ってしまったのだ。彼女を救出し、ソフィアを人質に取ってしまったのだ。フィニアスを裁きにかける時が来たようだ。タルタロスへ行き、ペテン科学者フィニアス・ベルズと対面する。なるほど、こういう流れなのか。なんかでも、俺たちはついていくぜと言ったものの、なんかあんま納得してないような感じもするけども。これね、あれ何小型の宇宙船かなんかかな。はい。で、まあ、ここでさ、タルタロスに、乗り込みたいところなんですけども、よく考えたらさ、武器とか防具とか全然強化してないんだよ、これ。だから、ちょっとそれね、またちょっと一旦街に行ってお買い物して、武器防具強化して、準備をしなきゃならないんで、めんどくせえな。作業かったるいんだよな。まあもう大体、前回やったから、大体、分かってるけれども、いろいろさ、もうエメラルドベールも行ったし、エメラルドベールじゃない、エッジウォーターも行ったし、モナークも行ったし、グラウンドブレーカーとかビザンチウムとかあっちこっちのショップを回って、アイテム買ってさ、武器防具買って、それで強化して、そうだから11万ビットもあったのが3000ビットまで減ってしまったんだけども、またそれと同じことをやらなきゃならない。ということで、一旦ここで動画切ります。はい。この後、タルタロス攻略の動画にそのままつなげるかどうかはわからないんですが、はい。一旦、ここで切ります。
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it. You...
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life, and you're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten cell tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment, and you're just an engineer using it.
Ah!
Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
はい。というわけで、ですね、何がというわけなのか知らんけども、ちょ 準備ができましたので、タルタロスに行って、評議会ルートをやろうと思います。はい、武器は、まあ、フィニアスルートの時とほとんど同じです。ちょっと、ショットガンを入れてみましたけども、はい、防具もほとんど一緒ですね。はい、じゃあ行きましょう。
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we have successfully landed on Tartarus. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
You're the backup, right? From Akande? Thank the law you're here. These bloodthirsty sprat bags have no respect for the law. We're pinned down. Good. Came through a while ago, but we haven't heard from him or Adjutant Akande in too long. You've got to help us. Please, kill them. Summary justice for the whole lot.
議長のところへ行かなくちゃなの。なんだよそれ。身分を偽るために囚人の生体認証 ID が必要だわ。
Their biometric ID? I could transmit it, but that'd be against protocol H927G. If anyone found out,
もう非常事態なんだからさ。いいって。
I'm never supposed to violate protocol. Never.
いいからよこせ。
All right, but if anyone gets on my case about this, I'm sending them straight to you. Got it? There, data transmitted. Hope this disguise of yours works. Tartarus security out. Hang on. Is that another ship coming in? I think that's from the groundbreaker. Cripes, did that Tennyson woman really send reinforcements? Between you and the Mardettes, we may be able to retake the docks. Good luck out there, Captain.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Captain.
はい、ということでですね、まあ ID も手に入れたので、じゃあ行きましょうか。これさ、一応こっちにしとくか。そうしとこう。ですね。じゃあ行くんですが、今回は誰を連れて行くかというと、エリーとマックス牧師。この動画シリーズではほとんど同行させてない。エリーなんて一度も動画の中では投稿させてないんじゃないかな。同行させてないんじゃないかな。はい、だからね、この2人で行きましょう。さあ、囚人のソルジャー。さて、ここに来たわけですけど、援軍が来るから、もうずんずん突き進んじゃっていいんじゃないかなと思います。わかんないけど、どうせこの後、巡礼テニソンが来るでしょ。だから彼らがドンパチやってる間に、もう次に行ってしまうと。
The captain did right by us once.
What?
Now it's
What was that?
Forward for groundbreaker.
そっちか。どっちだっけ？あ、下か。間違えた。間違えちゃった。なんだよ。
Whoa, hold on. Where'd you come from? You from solitary? Hey, we're all on the same side here. Fine, go get your angry ass killed.
よし。はい。で、次。
They call this place the labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
Getting in's one thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
まあ、エンディングを見る限り脱出はしてるんだけどね。どうやって脱出したかは描かれていないからわからないけど。よし、じゃあ、こっちか。
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
で、今度あそこまで行けばいいんだよね。で、なんだっけ、サブライトが来るから、でんでんでんでん。あ、しまった。あれ、サブライト来ねえな。オッケー。オッケーオッケー。オッケーオッケー。サブライト来なかったね。どうした？それで、これは確かこっちだよね。あそこに行くんだから、こっちに行って、で、これが開かないので、はい。で、ちょっと通りますよ。サクサクだな。で、この後あれが来るでしょ。ステラーベイじゃなくて、偶像破壊主義来るんじゃないの？はいはいはい、来た来た来た来た。はい、止まりますよ。で、どうせこれ見つかるから、
Whoa, hold on. Where'd you come from? You from solitary?
お前いいからさ、もう、あれだぞ。
Oh no. Oh no.
偶像破壊主義が来てるからさ。
Sorry. No more of that for us though. Look, do yourself a favor.
よし。偶像破壊主義と戦えよ、早く。で、どっちだっけ？こっちだったっけか。あ、こっちだな。で、こう来て、こう来て、こう来て。おー、いいね。はいはいはいはい。で、ここでなんだっけ。ロックウェル議長と会話イベントがあるから、こうしておこうか。あれ彼らどうした？あれあれああ。あ、そうかそうかそうか。あ、 そっか、フィニアスルートじゃないから、そうかそうか、やられたんだ。囚人の顔面拘束具ってなんだこれ。あ、まあいいや。そうかそうか。そうか、評議会ルートだと、あれは、ロックウェル議長はやられるんだ。なるほど。じゃあこれやってもしょうがねえな。これだっけ？これだよね。こうしよう。これ一応開けるか。はい。これ前見たよね。やっぱりアカンデが黒幕なんだよね。黒幕というか、仕切ってるんだよね。だからロックウェル議長よりもアカンデの方が偉いんじゃないの？実質。まあいいや。よし、行こう。セーブしとこうか。で、はい。それでどうやって行くんだっけ？まあでもこっからもうこうやって行けばいいのか。ああ、来たね、サンジャル。頼むぜ、サンジャル。邪魔くせえな、こいつら。
Guess this is it, huh?
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
よし。で、確かここに行くと、フィニアスと、多分、モニター越しで会話があるんだよね、きっと。まあ、あんまり今、会話スキル高くない。騙し98、威圧100。結構高いな。このスキルを一時的に上げることができる、なんかバフみたいなのあったっけか。わかんねえわ。多分ない。よし。
You know, I could have sworn I tested you for hearing loss, because I did say skip the Hope to Terra 2. Terra 2, not Tartarus. We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens. Fighting back! I've released every prisoner in Tartarus. We'll take this prison over, or die in the attempt. We will not go quietly into the night. You may be gifted in the ways of violence, but I know how to defend myself against you. I don't care how many guns you've brought. If you try and stop me, by law, I'll bloody your damn nose. I haven't lost yet. I've still got air in my lungs. I've got strength enough to fire a gun, and I've got Halcyon's greatest monster strapped to a chair. Adjutant Akande is my captive. If I'm to die here, then she's coming with me.
私がここで死ねば彼女がやってくるって、なんか意味がよくわからないんだけど。で、相変わらずこれがわかんないよな。この話をしましょうって。
No, it won't change anything. We're plunging headlong into oblivion now, you and I. Killing Akande won't save us, but it will feel incredibly good. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you, and I don't want that. I can't imagine we've got anything left to say.
あ、やっぱダメなんだ。説得90、科学90がないんだな。説得90はあるんだけども、科学90がないんだ。これうまくいくと、どうなるんだろうね。フィニアスは、降参するのかな。
So you found out. I suppose it's not enough that you ruin my every plan. You must also humiliate me by reminding me of my failures. Yes, I've killed people. Is that what you wanted to hear? I experimented on dozens of the Hope's colonists. Every last one of them died in agony.
お。これ、いく？医療60。
They were never patients. No, they were just things. Husks of frozen organic matter. It was only when the screaming started that they became people. It always starts with screaming, followed by thrashing, followed by cell death. The average human adult takes 93 seconds to completely liquefy. I had hoped reviving the colonists would make everything better. I could somehow undo all my mistakes by finding that one elusive solution. I had hoped the end would justify the means. Oh, how wrong I was. Nothing can justify what I've done. My life's work has been an exercise in futility. The only honorable way to end it is to go down fighting.
あ、やっぱダメなんだ。ダメなんだ。戦わずしてなんか降伏させられること思ったけどダメなんだな。
I expect you'll try. I've programmed the labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight. I'm sorry to have to do this, but I can't take any chances with you. You were my greatest success, and my greatest disappointment.
はい。というわけで、またあいつと戦うのまたあいつと戦うんだ。そうかい。まあでもちょっと油断はできないよね。こっちだな。その画面左下の C と V なんですけど、これ仲間の特殊能力なんですけど、前回のこの同じこのシーンで特殊能力使ったでしょう。それでまあサムはともかくとして、ニョカンの場合、ニョカンにはショックダメージ効果のついたグレネードランチャーを装備させてたんですけど、特殊能力のフィニッシュムーブのシーンで、なんかプラズマランチャーかなんか撃ってたんだよね。だから、持ってる武器によって、ムービーが変わるわけではなくって、持ってる武器が何であろうと、特殊能力で使う武器はもう固定なのかもしれないね。そうすると、左下の ZXCV で、C はこれエリーなんですけど、 エリーってね、ガンナーなんですよ。ハンドガン。そう、クイックドロー。素早くハンドガンを抜き、標的に対して正確に連射してます。だからね、今これ、ライトマシンガン持ってるんだけど、これ関係ないかもしれない。うん、ハンドガンが鉄の塊に効くのかっていう話はあるんだけども、マックス牧師は、マックス牧師、ショットガンの一発で精神的に悟りを開かせますでしょ。うん、だからさ、マックス牧師今これグレラン持ってるんだけど、関係ねえのかな。まあいいや。じゃあ、セーブして、はい。早く撃て。やったやった、ナイスナイスナイス。おお、マックス牧師のショットガンかっこよかったね。エリーのピストルも良かったね、ムーブね。なんか、ムービーでは、この縦に全部弾かれてたような感じにも見えたけれども、マジか、ショットガン強えな。ちょっと後でもう一回動画見直してみよう。どういう風になったのか。どれくらいダメージを与えてたのか、ちょっと全然見てなかったから。あと、この戦闘用ドローンって、どうも、あれだね。やっぱりこの戦闘の時に出てくるんだね。ここから湧いてくるんだね。で、多分、無限湧きじゃないかな。まあでも、全然ほとんどダメージを食らうこともなく倒してしまった。よし、じゃあフィニアスのとこ行くか。
Traitor!
That's the last of them.
Yoし。
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. You were right to put him down. He was too far gone to be of any use to us. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope. I'm not hurt. Well, except for my pride. I can't believe that lunatic got the better of me. You've put down the worst riot in our history. Rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagined. We've lost all contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact. No signals. Nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth was more than just some distant colonial authority, Dr. Fenhill. Earth was our lifeline. And now, we've been cut loose.
Earth is only an idea to us, but that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
That's precisely why no one else must know the truth. We're going to have to keep this secret to ourselves. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option. I'll answer however I can. I can't say for certain, but all my data suggests that Earth has experienced a massive calamity. I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I'm not sure there's an Earth to go back to. I couldn't risk this news getting out. Before you, the two people in this colony who knew the truth were Chairman Rockwell and I. I had every intention of telling you the truth after you'd skipped the Hope to Tartarus. Unfortunately, Phineas Wells chose that moment to start a riot. The Earth Directorate's frigate accounts for half of our military forces. 2 years ago, that frigate disappeared while returning to Earth. We haven't heard a word back. Without the Directorate's frigate, our military forces are barely capable of maintaining control over this colony. Not a word. We received our last message 3 years ago. Our every attempt at reaching out to Earth has been met with absolute silence. Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain. I'm pleased to hear that. The program is too important to hand over to the board's bureaucrats. That's why I'd like you to take the helm. I'll see to it that the lifetime employment program operates under your supervision. We'll work together to save this colony. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to save us, so we're going to have to save ourselves.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The lifetime employment program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. As the board began to enact the lifetime employment program, Sanjar and Zora brought another option to the townships of Terra 2. Many workers joined MSI bolstering Sanjar's ranks and giving Zora more forces to work with. Though none of Sanjar's policies spread to Byzantium, many smaller townships that might otherwise have been shuttered thrived under his and Zora's combined leadership. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Edgewater's cannery met its production quota for the first time in 3 years. As a result, the adjutant rewarded every worker in Edgewater with a place in the Lifetime Employment Program. Reed Dobson was granted 25 years in suspended animation. However, a computing error adjusted his duration to 250 years. A trouble ticket to resolve this error remains open. While the Groundbreaker remained mechanically stable, the changing times forced Junlei Tennyson to make some difficult calls on behalf of her community. The work of maintaining independence was an uphill climb, and she found herself caving to bad faith compromises with the board. Time will tell if the Groundbreaker can endure. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the Lifetime Employment Program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. As the board reasserted control over Halcyon, Felix came to realize that his life as an upstart rebel had come to an end. The board's victory crushed any hope for a grand revolution across Halcyon, and so Felix once again found himself without a purpose in life. And so with nowhere else left to turn, Felix continued to work for his boss, the only person with whom he'd ever belonged. He turned bitter and jaded over the years, but he always did as he was told. As a reward for his part in her courageous rescue, the adjutant invited the vicar known as Max to become one of the leaders of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. But Max had no interest in serving any organization, let alone the OSI, which he knew would never tolerate his heretical theories. Instead, he attempted to minister to the people of Byzantium. They rejected his ideas, being far too satisfied with their own material comforts. Disillusioned, Max gave up and left the city. He was never heard from again. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. As the board began to roll out their Lifetime Employment Program, Parvati was increasingly plagued by dreams of freezing to death, and rarely left their shared quarters. Stymied by dwindling resources, Junlei struggled to keep the Groundbreaker afloat. Their relationship couldn't survive the strain. Parvati moved into crew quarters and found work servicing water pumps in hydroponics. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Adjutant Sophia Akande was instrumental in executing the Lifetime Employment Program. While the rest of Byzantium celebrated, Sophia returned to work by partnering with you. The two of you worked hard to ensure the Lifetime Employment Program ran smoothly. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The Lifetime Employment Program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? After the riots on Tartarus came to an end, you threw in your support with Sophia Akande. While Akande administered the board herself, you oversaw the Lifetime Employment Program, stamping out corruption and negligence. Under your leadership, the program ran smoothly. Halcyon's workers were treated with a modicum of dignity. Your involvement kept the board honest and allowed the board scientists to work without the meddling of bureaucracy. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.